Is this what was really seen on New Zealand news? Well, we'll have to look for that particular news report. This person on Quora has posted that they heard something unbelievable on our news in New Zealand. There was Netanyahu talking in outraged tones how the Iranians had sent a missile into a civilian area. He said it was criminal, horrible, and more such rhetoric to target a place where there were civilians, children, and schools. This person, afraid, their jaw literally dropped. The butcher of Gaza, the war criminal who has been accused of genocide, the enabler of atrocities by his troops, is outraged. He who denied food to starving babies was outraged. There weren't even any deaths, just injuries. The same news show Iranian mothers carrying their dead children through these streets. Whole families are wiped out. Whole neighbourhoods are flattened. And she says no, she's not anti-Semitic, and neither are we. We're just relaying this supposed news footage from New Zealand, right? And she says he's definitely anti-Netanyahu though, and the fact that Trump is helping this warmonger is criminal, because apparently he's not a believer in the Christ, etc. He might be Zionist or something like that, or maybe not. You have to go do the research on that guy. This is just what we come across. So we're not saying it's fact or whatever, okay? It's just what we came across. And yes, Iran has a horrible regime. These horrible leaders of that country, right? But it's the people who are paying. People always pay. Consumers always pay. Yeah, people always pay. It's the people who are paying, not the regime, not those responsible. Yeah, not those high up in the power, yeah, in the powers, the elites, etc. The people are suffering more under Trump and Netanyahu than under their own leaders. The regime killed thousands, and now Trump is killing many more. He's adding fuel to the fire, right? This person cannot believe that Trump is allowed to carry on like this. How can Americans tolerate it? And now he's melting down. Okay, is she saying that he's losing it? Threatening Democrats and all who oppose him, declaring Democrats to be the enemy and threatening to go out to get them. Is it true that this guy thinks because he's the president he can do what he wants, when he wants, whoever he wants, however he wants? No? We don't know about him declaring that he was actually God or anointed by God to go bomb Iran, flatten it, whatever. We don't know about that. Yeah, we can't verify that. Basint waffles that nobody can understand what the president and his family has been through. What? Say what? Jack reports on Trump's instructing his thugs to attack Democrats, calling in the biggest threat after Iran. Okay, and she did an edit by the looks of it. Just to those who are arguing about which USA news are more fake, she's talking about New Zealand news. The news are pretty accurate and impartial. Yeah, they're pretty onto it, right? They don't mess around. If somebody's lying, there's always someone that'll come along and say, you just told fibs, right? And all this sort of stuff. Okay. So there's many comments in response to that from Americans, and one here says, as an American I can assure you it is utterly intolerable, but what the heck can we do? Way too many idiots in the country that somehow can't see the truth in front of their eyes. Another one says, as George Carlin said, the IQ of the whole country USA has slipped a couple of points. That said when he was still living. Today the slip is dozens of points. RE or regarded lowering test scores so more fine citizens can graduate. Got a pencil? Get in there. It's physics. Applies more today than ever. Another person says, how many guns are in civilian hands? You have a Second Amendment right to take up arms to challenge the government. Maybe that only applies if the Second Amendment itself is in danger. Another says, as someone on the outside looking in, I'd say you're right. It's just too bad both sides are afflicted. You are all fighting the wrong fight. What can you do? Stop getting your news from CNN, BBC, WNBC. Well, BBC used to be quite the same as New Zealand, right? Very accurate in their reports, so maybe they slipped up somewhere. Okay, stop getting your reports from CNN, BBC, WNBC and Facebook. The crap that this person reads on these pages should have people beat or thrown in jail. Okay. And then they put William Hartwell, you misspelled Fox, EWTNOANN, in truth. Social edit, etc. Americans can stand up and have some guts and courage like the poor Iranian people did. I'm sure you won't be killed by a government like they were. Another one says, I know how you feel in our Congress, especially Republicans who refuse to rein him in out of fear for their careers. Hey, who cares about your careers when it's World War III? Someone needs to take him out of the White House, that is. Yeah. That's when he says, whoa, that sounds like a threat. Oh, I see what you did there. Trust me, it isn't going to make any true or lasting difference. This person says, Democrats are the biggest threat to Trump personally. Democrats want this thief, fraudster, and tried for his crimes. He's definitely not a thief nor a fraud, but Biden is all of these and war criminal. Okay, so this person's probably supporting him. They failed, never rode that bus. Poor, only chew my cabbage once. Hate eats one out from the inside. Okay. And there's many more comments here, and someone's made this saying he's not my president, he's the enemy of the state, and some are for him, saying he's the man. Okay, while he's doing all that he's doing. So we'll have to go and have a look at that, find and have a look at that supposed New Zealand news report to verify what this lady here is saying. Yeah, it's very to the point. We'd play this video, but we'd probably get a strike for it. Something like that. Okay. As we don't use the profanity in these comments, because we might get one for that as well. Okay, so this guy, is he losing his mind or something? Or because there's been videos on YouTube, etc., that said he's going deaf, he can't hear what people are saying or something, and other things, right? So yeah, so what, the next US elections are what, probably about 3 or 4 years away or something. So will this guy get in again? Probably a lot of people are hoping no, but you don't want another clone of this guy, right? If he's like a severe problem. Yeah. Did he buy his way in, or was he legally voted in? Yeah, but there's so many things we don't know here in New Zealand because we're not Americans, right? Who knows better than us, Americans? Okay. Maybe you should vote for younger people. Okay, give them a chance. Even New Zealand, you know, get rid of that silly Prime Minister we got at the moment, Luxton, and his little clones, okay, his little monkeys, and maybe put someone in there like Chloe Swarbrick. Okay, she's got a mouth on her, and she reveals what, you know, all the lies that they're telling us, you know, all their deviances, etc. So yeah, maybe it's time to kick these old guys out and put in new people, right? Yeah, get rid of the old crowd and put in the new crowd. Give them a chance. They'll probably do way better, you know. These guys are, you know, possibly 60, 70, hitting senility, on the meds, you know, something like that. We don't know, but it's just an assumption. So you might find this video quite interesting, something very different. And again, as this lady said, we are not anti-Semite. Yeah, we have met Jewish people, and they are very nice. They're like Christian Jews, whatever. And this lady here is not being anti-Semite either. Okay. So, if you like this video that we brought to you, happened to catch our eye, that Trump is not really solving a problem, he's creating a problem, right? Then subscribe to our channel, like our video, give us a like, add your comments, keep them mature, civil and sane, or else. And then go share this eye-opening video with all your family, friends and others. Look for that New Zealand video where that she's talking about, okay, being pretty accurate and impartial. Well, if we'll go look for it, we'll find it and we'll put the link to it down below in our description box so you can go have a look at it and judge for yourself.